Hello, everyone, and welcome to Coffee with Carrie. I'm Carrie LeZotte, and today I'm here with our new director of PBO, which stands for Planning, Building, and Ordinance. Planning, Building, and Ordinance, Andrea Bibby.
Thank you so much for having me, Carrie. This is great.
Welcome. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yes. So your prior, you are the successor to Patty.
Correct.
And so she was here how many years?
23 years.
23 years. And she hired you?
That is correct, yeah.
So tell me about how long you've been here. What were you doing before?
Sure. So I've been at the township here officially it was 12 years in January. So I'm going into my 13th year.
Can you believe it?
I cannot believe it. I've seen a lot of changes, exciting things that have occurred over the township in that time. I originally got brought on board back in 2013 as a assistant planner. And then I kind of grew into some different positions over those years, eventually landing into a deputy director position of planning, building, and ordinance about 5 or 6 years ago. And now with Patty's retirement, I have been selected, and I'm very honored to accept the position as the Director of Planning, Building, and Ordinance, where I will manage a team of 18 that makes up our 3 divisions, which is just that, Planning, Building, and Ordinance. So lots of stuff going on, very busy, active department, and I look forward to it. I've got a great team. Looking forward to maybe grow that team in the near future, and just can't wait to kind of get my feet wet and get the new experience in. And
well, you're not an unfamiliar face, because I think people have seen you at. It feels like every trustee meeting you have to attend, right?
It seems like that lately.
Will we still see you at those, or will there be someone new doing that, or what is going to be the difference now?
No, it's very important, especially in our position, because we do engage so much with the residents and with the public, that I would still absolutely plan on attending any of those public meetings. I will be at all the Planning Commission meetings, Zoning Board of Appeals meetings, and then Township Board meetings when needed. I don't necessarily go to every board meeting. It really is more related to whether or not we have an item on the agenda. But of course, yes, lately, because we've been busy and it's great, I have been to a lot of board meetings, but I do plan on continuing that structure.
And this is the busy time of year.
Yes,
Yeah?
this is.
Okay.
This is the rainy season, the grass growing season, and all those things that embody keeping property maintenance up, and those things that are important to our ordinance division. So they're probably the most impacted.
What are they looking for right now with the ordinances? Like, do you have a list going of how many, I guess, is it infractions that there are? Or,
we're really always trying to keep on top of it with property maintenance, and just making sure and ensuring that properties are taken care of and maintained. A lot of it right now, going into spring season, it's grass. It's we kind of joke in PBO that it's grass cutting season.
So do you get comments from residents? Do they email you, or they call? What's the best way to reach you?
The best way to reach our ordinance division or to our department is to call or to email. Our emails are available on our website.
And we have an app.
We have
a new app. So we want to remind people that they can download the app, Bloomfield TWP, and we love it because people can take a picture of whatever is going on, and they can just email it directly to the department, and you guys get it and respond very promptly.
Yeah, it's great. We get all sorts of comments coming in, whether they're in person, over the phone, the use of the app. But yeah, people this time of year, they're really going to be looking at how people are maintaining their individual properties. It's obviously very important to the township that we maintain a very high standard of excellence with our property, and that is definitely something. This is our busy time as it relates to that part of our department, and we're also busy in the building division. This is a time that a lot of people are looking to do projects around their house, maybe pulling permits. So springtime is generally a very busy time for our department. Absolutely.
Are there a couple projects that are going to be opening soon, or starting development that people might not know about that are super fun? I think that, you're a pickleball player, right?
Yeah. Absolutely. That is very exciting. Up in our Research Park District, which is it's on Franklin Road, north of Square Lake, we did have an approval by the Township Board for a new facility called Ace Pickleball. It's actually fully enclosed. It's an existing office building, and the property owner came to us, and we do allow for sports facilities facilities in the Research Park District, so it was a perfect fit, really. And especially due to some concerns with pickleball and noise of pickleball, the idea of internal pickleball was exciting to us. 11 new courts, and hopefully that will be opening, I would say probably within the next 7 months. I know that they're currently under building permit to complete that project, and we're really excited. And like I said, Ace Pickleball, they have other locations throughout the country, and we're really excited to welcome them to the township.
Are they going to have food there? Or is it
They
just
will
pickleball?
will have just like a smoothie snack bar. There won't be any food beyond that, really just kind of workout food and things that you see at a typical sports workout facility.
But there's another, you could go to the burger place, the Slider Bar. That's coming too. And that's like right at that part of town.
Yeah. Absolutely. We do have a Sidecar Slider Bar. They do have other locations nearby, and we were very pleased when they approached the township and they were interested in taking a space in a shopping center that we have north of Square Lake Road. It's actually near Carl's Golf Land. I think that they're hoping to definitely get some overflow, if you will, from the golfers as we in that location. But we're very excited to welcome the Sidecar Slider Bar. The applicants for that project are local residents that are very familiar with the area, and they're just really looking forward to having that place within the township that is family-oriented, has a wide variety of a menu, and it will be a perfect fit, I think, for that location, and breathe a little exciting life into that shopping center. They're moving into the location some may be familiar with. It was formerly a Big B Coffee, and also after that it was a another coffee shop.
Will there be outdoor seating or just indoor?
It's actually pretty neat. They were approved to put a nice new outdoor patio in the. It's actually near the parking lot area, near the entrance. They're going to put in a nice covered canopy. They're adding some nice amenities outside, like a gas fireplace. Really trying to warm up the space, and it's very popular and has gained popularity in recent years in the township to have that outdoor dining experience.
Right. Well, I think that when the weather turns nice, there are just never enough places to go outside and enjoy the beautiful Michigan spring weather. The other end of the township, the golf course, Oakland Hills, is coming along. We keep seeing it go up. So are they about halfway done, 2/3 done?
I would think that they're probably about a third of the way done.
Okay.
It does look great from the exterior. I've had an opportunity to drive by it very recently. It is interesting to see a new structure rise where the former structure was and have a similar aesthetic, which was really an intention and a goal of the club, is to really keep that history alive and to create a new clubhouse that's very similar and reminiscent of that very historical structure that was there prior. So that's very exciting and is moving along nicely. And hopefully looking forward to opening within the next year and a half. Optimistically, and that's a huge project in the township that we're very excited about.
Any openings in your department?
Absolutely.
We just hired someone new. So you just welcomed a new assistant planner?
He's actually a planner. He's got great experience. His name is Corey Christensen. He comes from a background of both city planning as well as working in the private sector where he was a planning consultant. He has been a wonderful addition. He's into his second week, and I have definitely been able to have a lot of great experience with him already in the first week. Got to drive him around the township, show him some of the very special things and properties that we have in the township that really make Bloomfield Township unique and special. And we actually look forward to hopefully in the near future bringing on a new planner that we are looking to hire and bring somebody on board who actually, this is exciting, it's really looking for that new person interested in kind of entering into the public sector environment, cutting their teeth, if you will, in sort of the municipal work field.
Yeah, this is a job that's posted now?
It's not currently posted. It should be coming soon. Yes, it's a little preview, if you will.
Okay.
But I do want to get the word out there that we will be looking for candidates to fill a full-time position.
Okay.
It would be entry level, so maybe 0 to 3 years experience, preferably having some experience in whether it's municipal work, whether it's in your educational background, whether it be planning, maybe it could be public administration. It's really trying to pull in somebody who's looking to get that experience and definitely has the interest.
What's the difference, I guess, between like government and public sector work? Like in your field, like why would you choose government over a public sector job? What makes it appealing?
Well, government and public sector, I guess, are sort of along the same lines in our line of work. The biggest, I guess the opposite side of the coin from my career would be working for a consultant.
See, I don't know what I'm talking about. You explain it.
It's totally fine. So I came from a world of consulting. Many years ago, I worked for a fabulous company in Ann Arbor, and they were really great. And that's really where I got my planning experience after I got my master's in urban planning from Eastern Michigan. Go Eagles. And I started working there, and the difference was I got great experience, but in those situations, you're often responsible for many different communities. And it appealed to me when I came to Bloomfield was just one community, one zoning ordinance, and understanding really the goals and objectives, and really becoming a part of that community and helping that build that community, establish their goals and implement their goals, and to really kind of follow along with the larger picture.
Right.
And that's really what attracted me to kind of settle down in just a one community.
And when you get around town, they do know you because you've been with them through their whole process.
Absolutely. Yeah. I've had an opportunity to meet a lot of great residents in the township. I will say that we have excellent residents. And I get the opportunity to work with some really incredible developers who really bring the best of the best to Bloomfield. And that's what we always hope for, and we always want to keep the bar very high in what we do. And Bloomfield has afforded me the opportunity for that career, and I'm very grateful for that.
I do want to ask you a little bit about the trustee meetings, because I'll tell you, so when I listen to you talk, I always, I'm like, wow, she sounds smart, but I'm not really sure what she's talking about. So because you're breaking down like an architectural plan, like how do you, if someone submits a proposal to you, how do you take it and then present it to the board? Like, what is that? How do you come up with what to say?
Sure, this is great because I often, even this many years into my career, I even have family members that ask me, what does the planner do? What is our role? I mean, ultimately, our role is to instill and enforce our code of ordinances and our zoning ordinances. So when we are presenting in your example, although there's other examples, but specifically when it relates to a site plan application, we start very early on when we're first approached by somebody who's interested in doing something with their property. We always afford that applicant multiple opportunities to come to the township, meet with our team. We'll bring in other departments, whether it's the fire department or it's engineering. We bring all that together. What we do is we work with them to develop a plan that is in accordance with our ordinances. And ultimately what we do as planners is we call all that information from the different departments. And then ultimately what we do is we prepare that staff report and all that information to the township board at the end. I mean, after it's gone through other series of public meetings, the last stop is always the Board of Trustees for final consideration. So what our goal is to bring the project to the board and to explain to them how that project does or does not meet our zoning ordinances, and ultimately present all the information related to that development, whether it's parking requirements, landscaping is a very important element of any site plan, and just making sure that all the utilities and everything really presents itself in a very nice manner. We actually spend a lot of time on very little details that oftentimes people may not even realize.
I'd be terrible at this job.
I don't think that's true.
No, I would.
It does take a special person.
Like those details, that's just not me.
Well, it takes a special person, and you definitely have to have an interest in a real love for land use. So really, us planners, we're kind of nerdy. We kind of joke sometimes.
Well, we know that.
Yeah, we like to kind of go around and look at other places and say, what would that mean for Bloomfield, or how could we make something similar to that? Like it can be very creative, but ultimately we're guided by our requirements and our zoning code, and that really is going to be the driving factor of how these plans are considered.
Well, great. Andrea, I want to congratulate you again.
Thank
and
you.
I'm sure we'll be hearing more from you. I know definitely the trustee meetings, and welcome to your new role.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Carrie.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. We'll see you next time.
Bye.